Hi, this is Mike, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to grab a clip from a DVD so that you can use it in your classes. So obviously you're going to want to use a DVD that you have permission to make copies from, and I've got a DVD that I'm going to put into my DVD player on my Mac, and for this to work you're going to need a copy of the software HandBrake, and you can get that from handbrake.fr and get the latest HandBrake to do this with. So I opened up HandBrake and I just put in my DVD, and once you put in a DVD you should see this window pop up that asks you what your source is, and I'll just wait for the DVD to get recognized. And my DVD player opened, so if that happens to you, then you just have to close the DVD player. Let me close that. Quit DVD player. Alright, so I've quit the DVD player, and now you notice it's under my devices, so I'll click on the device. And I have an audio TS and a video TS file, and I'll click on the video TS, and I'll say open. And it'll scan the source, and you'll see it says scanning new source. And once it's done scanning the source, it will tell you how many chapters there are. Hopefully there'll be more than just one big chapter. That way you can divide it up and just get the chapter or chapters that you need. And so it'll take a few seconds to scan the title. Once it's scanned the title, you'll notice it shows me the title. If there are multiple titles, it'll show me the multiple titles. It tells me how many hours, how many minutes. So this is a 58-minute, 24-second video. And now I have chapters 1 through 5. So I can select just chapter 1 by saying chapters 1 through 1, and you notice that's an 11-minute long chapter. I could choose chapter 2 through 2, that's an 8-minute long chapter. I could choose 2 through 3, that'll take 18 minutes. But I'm going to choose chapter 2, for example. And I have a destination location. It's going to go to my file, users mic desktop, and it's going to call it lasauceda.mp4. Okay. I have a few other options that I can choose from. I can choose the format. MP4 is fine for me. I will choose the video option and make sure that it's constant quality. The default values are fine. So I'll just hit start, and that will create my MP4 file. And remember, I'm just doing that one chapter, that 8-minute long chapter. And there it is, and you can see it says encoding, and it's doing one pass, and it's going pretty quickly. It gives you an estimate of how long it's going to take. So this says it's going to be 2 minutes 34 seconds. Now it's actually saying it's going to be less time, and it's just basically running through that process. And we'll let it do its thing, and we'll come back when it's done. Okay, so here we are back. I'm almost done with the process. As you'll notice, there's 6 seconds left for it to finish encoding that MP4 file. And once it's done, it says put down that cocktail, your HandBrake cue is done. I'll say OK. And if I wanted to do another chapter, I could do that right now. Otherwise, I can go ahead and close HandBrake. I'll quit HandBrake. And let's go ahead and find on the desktop that video. So here it is, La Sauceda. And I can open it, open with QuickTime Player. So here it is, and I can watch it here. Okay, so I know that that's the right section for me. Now I need to crop it because now I need to trim it. I don't want all 8 minutes. Let's say I just want a short part of it. So I can go to Edit in QuickTime Player, and I can say Trim. And once I click on Trim, I see this yellow bounding box around the clip. And if I hover over the left side, I can grab that I'm clicking and dragging, and I can drag it to where I want. And let's say I want to capture this woman here. And I can do the same thing with the right side, and that will shorten it. And I'll just grab, let's say I wanted just that woman talking. And once she's done, I can go ahead and hit trim. And that's the whole clip, 14 seconds, and I can watch it.
Pues le quemaron la casa porque no era una casa, era una chota, pero en muy buena condición, según decía mi madre.
Okay, so let's say that that's the little part that I want. And now all I have to do is export it. And I say File, and I can either share it or export it, and I'll say Export. And I want it as good quality as I can, so I'll say 720p. And I can save that as clip 1, and I'll save it on the desktop, and I'll click Save. And there it is. And you'll notice now on my desktop, if I go to a Finder window, I've got that clip 1, and it's actually an MOV file. And for some reason, MOV is not showing up there, so let me go ahead and put that in MOV. And now it's an MOV file, and you can play it. If I double click on it, it'll open up in QuickTime Player, and it'll just be that one clip, or I can drag it into any application that I want, and that's how I make my clips.